Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on the PlayStation 5 Pro, where we're back to do another community flight, and I thought we would start off, well, not start off, but do a flight from the southernmost point of New Zealand, make our way all the way through to the northern part, and do that as a little flight, because we've been in New Zealand a few times before, but it's never been anything where, you know, we've kind of stuck to the southern part of it around Queenstown. So I thought we would do a full flight around there. But hello, Monorific and Master Duo. Hello, hello. And I think we'll start off with a helicopter. That sounds lovely. So let's make that our first choice. I'll also change up the livery here. Glad everybody enjoyed the Autopilot ILS stream that we did over the weekend. And then, of course, glad everybody's enjoying the A1 Skyraider video that came out yesterday. So, really happy to see that. But hopefully everybody's having a great week. I can't wait for this. I hate this part of the year after Christmas, going into New Year's. It's just, this whole week sucks. I can't wait for it to be over. So, thankfully we're almost done. Almost into the new year. Get things back rolling. Hopefully Sim Update 5's beta will be pretty soon after we reach into January. That would be nice. And go from that. But yeah, it's just... this doesn't even look like the right livery. What in the world am I looking at here? I want this one. There we go. They have the wrong thumbnail. Or this one's not even supposed to really be here. I guess that's just for career mode. But anyways, finally have the livery that I'm wanting here. But we shall start on this lovely New Zealand morning here. Actually, yeah, should be morning. We're going to start at Ryan's Creek Aerodrome. November Zulu Romeo Charlie. This should quick start correctly, we'll see. If it doesn't, then whatever. And Loe, hello to you. Adam, good evening from the UK. Currently an hour into a 3-hour medevac mission. Very nice. Hello, Matthew and Bear, Luig, Brandon, and Simon. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another stream. Happy to have you all here. But, yeah, hopefully your Tuesday's going well. And let's get started here. I don't think there's any walk-around things we need to do with the 407. Let's go take a nice quick look at the blades while they're moving very rapidly. Very good. Oh, let's get our light. What am I watching right now? I mean, I hear it revving up, so... why does it keep doing that? What is happening? Are we good? Are you okay? We're okay now. I don't know what I don't know what that was, but okay. Anyways, that's what I'm here for. I was just really thrown off by whatever that was with the animation on the blades, but strobe light on, pulse lights on as well. Oh, that's in-op. Okay, anti-collision lights. Why am I seeing the anti-collision lights in the cockpit? Yeah, they're at the bottom of the aircraft as well, so definitely shouldn't be seeing them inside the cabin area. Little glitch there. I'm going to turn that off because I don't want to see that. It's going to bug me. So we're going to go ahead and not have our anti-collision lights on because we're not going to collide into anything anyways. So, okay. Some fascinating things with the 407. Happy New Year to you, Rasterif. Welcome, welcome. West US service? Yes, that is correct. And Black Sheep, welcome. Where are you flying today? We're going from the southern part of New Zealand all the way to the northern part of the country. And of course, we're starting off at this little island south of it. So there's New Zealand up there. But we're starting at this airport here of November Zulu Romeo Charlie, Ryan's Creek Aerodrome. So I'll kind of hang around here a little bit. Let me also make sure I have all my settings, because last time we did this, I butchered everything because I didn't realize I changed settings for a video. Oh, there's time. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Don't have to look. We're fine. That answered my question. I was flying around the middle of Antarctica in a blizzard, extremely disorientating. I do not doubt that, Brandon. I gotcha, Maddie. It's all good. Is there a replay mode on PS5? No. Hello, Eric. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Oh, this is going to be a lovely flight. I know it. So we'll just do a few circles around this airport, which again is November Zulu Romeo Charlie, Ryan's Creek Aerodrome in New Zealand. I'll just leave that up on the screen for a few seconds here. I think what we'll do is, I kind of want to look around this island really quick, and then we'll loop back into the mainland of New Zealand. Hey Cameron and Ephraim, Happy New Year. Bought the game recently. Is there any downloadable livery for aircraft? Nope, that'll be in the springtime with Sim Update 5's release. It's so cool. See, oh no! And into the forest goes M-Cask. Kolsa Stappen? Is that Max Verstappen? But very nice. It's so cool seeing some new names still. I love it. Alright, I'll do one more orbit around here. Again, the airport that we are currently at, and that we're starting from, is November Zulu Romeo Charlie, Ryan's Creek Aerodrome. This little island pocket south of the mainland of New Zealand. There is no bird strike in Flight Sim. And honestly, engine failures can just happen with over-torquing or doing stuff with the engine itself. I don't think there's really a menu or anything like that for failures. It can just happen to you. So like if you're flying a CL415 and you're over-torquing those engines or too high of an RPM, you can get engine malfunctions with that. And there's quite a few planes that can be that way. How's my career mode going? Oh, fantastic. Almost a level 200. Have an H-225 for my search and rescue. Have a Huey for helicopter cargo missions on oil rigs. My Cessna Citation CJ4 for VIP flights. And I got a few other things there, so it's going quite nicely. Oh, it's unsafe Wi-Fi. Oh, and they left. Right as I say that. And this should be live weather in time. If not, I will change that. Perfect. Alright, one final pass, and then we will scoot around this little island, and then make our way into the main parts of New Zealand. And Wolfie, or Wolfi. That makes more sense. But I'm glad you're enjoying the videos. Happy to have you here in a live stream. Hopefully having a great Tuesday. Or Wednesday, depending on where you are in the world. Nice. We got Brandon here, Kiwi Flyer, M-Cask, Bullets, Unsafe, George, Maddie, and Stoppin'. Very nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and scoot around this island a little bit, see what's going on. Because it might look similar to what we're seeing here, but, you know, may as well extend the flight up a little bit. Oh, from Scotland? Well, happy to have you here from Scotland. Very, very awesome. We got people from all over the place. And Kiwi Flyer, hello! Good morning from New Zealand. Great to visit Stewart Island. Say hello to our New Zealand tour guide, everybody. Mr. Kiwi Flyer. Just received this for my PS5. Wow, very nice. Very nice indeed. Ordered my PlayStation VR 2 headset. That'll be arriving tomorrow. So I'll be all set for the free VR update, which I cannot wait for. Really, really looking forward to that. And then, of course, we'll dive into... We'll see how it does on the channel, but we'll dive into Aces of Thunder once that releases in February. But of course, the main reason I'm getting the headset is for a Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Should be excellent. And it's Sush! Welcome to the flight as well. Welcome all of you. Oh, that looks fantastic right there. All the players and then the sunrise. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, this was worth doing a little extra loop around the island here. Hey Paul, just watched back the autopilot stream. Very informative, very nice. I'm happy to hear it. Glad it's been helping out folks, and it was fun for me to learn ILS live, and I'm still so happy that turned out the way it did. Because it was not intentional for me to do it with every aircraft, but, you know, again, it just goes to show once you get familiar with the 172 systems, that information can go to other planes, even if it isn't the same instrument panel like a G1000. Autopilot flight in the Michigan bomb cyclone yesterday. Plane was almost perpendicular to the magenta line due to the high wind. Very nice. Hopefully that was career mode, because that was some good money then. But no, that's what makes the live weather flight so fun, because you can fly in the same place, but it's always going to be different depending on what the weather's doing currently in the real world. And Jar the Wolf, I love helicopters, but I'm curious, are they hard to learn to fly? Absolutely not. I always recommend turning on the 3 assists for assisted cyclic, assisted tail rotor, and assisted collective. When you turn those on in the assistances menu in the settings, it makes flying these things awesome, because I just use the gyroscope, of course, and that is how I fly everything in the sim. And again, if you're just joining and you're wanting to fly along with us and you're on the PlayStation, we took off from the airport of Ryan's Creek Aerodrome of November Zulu Romeo Charlie. We're kind of just doing a little loop around the island here, and then we're going to head into the main island parts of New Zealand. So November Zulu Romeo Charlie NZRC is the airport we took off from. Scoot on back here. Get a nice little passenger view. Isn't it nice? No scratch marks on the Bell 407 window. Ooh, we're gonna stay up here though, because those reflections get a little over the top. Can you please give us a tutorial on the controls for helicopter? I mean, again, here, I'm gonna pause really quick, folks flying with me. If you go to Settings, and then Assistances, make sure you have the cyclic, tail rotor, and collective assistances on, and it'll make it much easier for you. Other than that, nothing else has changed. Everything else is default, from sensitivity to anything else. It is all just default settings there. Oh, hang on, the sun's popped up. Nice, look at that. That looks fantastic. Oh, I know RPM, you're fine. Calm down, 407. Ooh, that's nice. Still trying to get my RPM set up here because it's still mad. You're ruining my shot. Thank you. So you just have to say they're ruining the shot and we're good. One thing with the Bell 407 is it gets dirty very quickly for some reason, and I think it's already there when you first spawn in. Would love to see that changed up. Oh, it looks awesome right there. I think you're the only stream that brings everyone from everywhere together in one stream. I mean, I hope so, and I hope more and more people join on up, because I love it. Always absolutely love it. Oh, we got Diote back again. Nice. Welcome, everybody. Got Simon and a Huey. Sunrise on New Year's Eve, absolutely. I still feel like 2025 was a bit of a blur. It went by quick. I mean, goodness gracious, it's already been a few months, or a couple months, when I was doing the beta coverage and everybody was like, oh man, I can't wait for this to release, and now we're almost a month in with Flight Sim on the PlayStation already. It's crazy, but so glad so many of you are having just an absolute blast with it. It's awesome. just so happy that this turned out the way it did. I mean, the experience has been incredible. Nice. An unsafe and a P-51. Beautiful. What button is the gyroscope? That is L1 and left click on the stick at the same time. You can see it over on the right-hand side there. Oh, didn't mean to do all that. But anyways, that's how you toggle it on and off. Oh. Now it's mad again. Oh, okay, it didn't last that long this time. Fantastic. You're the reason I bought this game. Well, I'm glad I'm the reason you bought it, and I hope you're happy with your purchase. That'll make me even happier. We'll be back in a bit just doing some food. Oh, that's all good, Simon. We'll be here for a little bit. And you are welcome, Michael. No problem at all. Thanks for stopping on by. And Productions, hello Cowtown. Have you seen Parallel 42 fishing add-on? Interesting add-on. No, I did not. Why is... Oh, goodness. We were just talking about fishing, too. Is it a new thing, or... Hang on. Go Fish. A full-fledged, data-driven fishing experience for Flight Sim 2024. I mean, I can't lie. I mean, I'm not big in fishing in general. I fished once in my life. But that does sound kind of cool. Oh, crap, man. Even uses the default EFB. Built specifically for Avatar mode, Go Fish lets you step out of the cockpit, stroll down to the shore, and cast a line into the lakes, rivers, or coastal waters across North America, Europe, Oceania, and beyond. Go Fish turns the world's waterways into your fishing playground, all without ever leaving the simulator. Under the hood, Go Fish uses a real species database powered by scientific occurrence data and a custom WASM engine. Every catch is driven by where you are, the current month, time of day, and whether you're in freshwater, saltwater, or brackish environments. With over 200 distinct species, each with realistic habitats, sizes, seasons, and rarity, you'll always have something new to discover as you explore the globe. An integrated in-sim EFB app handles everything, starting, stopping fishing, choosing bait and line, managing reel and drag, and reviewing your catch history. Whether you're a simmer who wants a relaxing activity between flights or a completionist hunting rare trophies, Go Fish layers a friendly fishing game directly into 24. That is hilarious. I might have to do a video for that. I'm gonna be honest, because that is pretty hilarious. Good afternoon, Aaron. Saw that Digital Foundry did a comparison between Xbox X, PS5. Not much difference between the three, actually, except better draw distance and higher base resolution. Nice. Very nice. Definitely happy with the game for sure. Nice. I'm happy to hear that. And stocky, absolutely. Can you do a helicopter? I mean, there's really not much for me to do on a helicopter tutorial. Again, it's just have those 3 assists on, and the other big thing, don't hold X and circle to change the collective. Just tap X and circle. I mean, I recommend doing that with everything anyways. But that's basically it. Just nice, smooth motions. Don't go over the top with your movement, and you'll be good to go. And it's stocky in the Hercules. That thing always looks really cool flying around. Especially when it's barreling right towards you. That is pretty cool productions, though. Hello, my friend. Hope you are having a good day. Hello from Texas. Well, welcome from Texas. Happy to have you here, Robert. So, yeah, you'll probably see a video over that here tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest, because that sounds very cool. Or maybe even later tonight, honestly. And it will be part of the marketplace, so Xbox will be able to use it as well, which means that'll be coming over to PlayStation as well in the springtime. Look at this cloud layer. Oh, it looks so nice. That's what I'm talking about. That sounded nice. But alright, let's go ahead and I'm going to probably switch out of the Bell here. I'm just going to go back to the airport we took off from. We'll hop into, I don't know, some little general aviation plane to make our way over across the water here. So let me go ahead and switch out of this real quick. Hope they bring out kayaking and windsurfing mods. That would be pretty neat. Coco, do you have an idea why the ATC and crew mode tells me Wizz Air no matter which plane I'm flying and no matter which type of mission in EFB the call sign is not Wizz Air? I have no idea. I've never heard ATC ever call me that in any mission. So I do not know what you have done. And Big Chungus, I mean, it's a great one. No doubt about it. But back to the helicopter, again, it's just smooth motions, because again, if you do too much movements at once, you're going to make it a really difficult time to fly your helicopter. It's just all about those nice, smooth motions. And then from that, anytime I'm trying to change my power, I'm just tapping circle or X, depending on what's going on. Because at this whole flight I've been doing, I haven't been messing with the power at all. Once I reach where I want the collective to be at, all I'm doing is changing the pitch of the helicopter itself to either lower it or raise it. I'm not actually changing power anymore. Well, the dirt on the 407 is ridiculous because it spawns in with it, which it shouldn't be doing that anyways. Because I can understand if I was flying for hours or flying low and picking up dirt and everything like that, but that wasn't the case at all, and it's just... But if I'd have to choose between scratch marks or dirt, I'd probably pick the dirt over it. I mean, I'd rather have none of it on the screen, but... Scratch marks annoy me to no end. Isn't Simon at the airport? Oh, no, he's not. Where is Simon? Just, I think... Oh, he was going for food, that's right. I was just looking at Simon's name. I was like, oh, the airport's over there. It's alright, we get to enjoy this sunrise a little bit more anyways. Getting a little bit of turbulent air here. Bouncing around. Oh, we got Arch here as well and McQueen. Welcome. Oh, and the Hercules is in the water. Nice stock. Been flying nothing but that Huey from Stranger Things since that update. Love it. Flies good. Nice productions. Very nice. Can never go wrong with a Togs Hangar helicopter. British Aviator, hey Cowtown, what's with the community streams? Can we just join you? And if so, are you on US servers or whatnot? Yes, US West. I mean, it's not always going to be titled community streams, but anytime we are live, people can join up regardless of it. I just always kind of highlight that because a lot of people are always asking for that type of thing. But yeah, anytime we're live, people can join. But yep, US West servers. And we are going to be switching out of a helicopter here at November Zulu Romeo Charlie. Ryan's Creek Aerodrome. But just head into free flight and go to that airport with US West servers and all players and flight conditions, and you'll see everybody else flying around. And Arch, hello! I know, RPM, we're fine, thank you. And it's Bernie Boy! Welcome. Hey Kyle, welcome back to another stream. Glad you're here as well. Hopefully you're having a great Tuesday. Can't wait for the PSVR 2 support. The game is very... catharsis? Sherwin coming in here with a... Are we saying like cathartic? Or whatever I'm trying to say. I don't even know why I tried saying the word. Everything's falling apart, folks. I'm just gonna go back to what I know, and that's flying. But yeah, sure, and I'm very much looking forward to the PSVR 2 support as well. It's gonna be awesome. And this Hawaiian Islands? No. This is New Zealand. Windsock is straight out. Nice and windy. And I'll have to keep that in mind, Kiwi. Oops, I did not mean to go down that fast there. Hang on, let me redo that again. Get a better landing there. That's what I get for looking at chat at the last second. I don't know why I did that. Let's try that again. So again, just tapping circle and then X if I'm dropping too fast. So just tapping both buttons, trying to keep it nice and controlled here. Get a nice gentle landing this time. Oh, that was gentle again, but gentler than the first one. Very nice. Alright, so let me switch out from the bell. And let's go into... You know what? I'm kind of in the mood for a little biplane right now. I'm going to be honest. Let's do that. We've hardly flown a biplane. Let's go red and white. Little Rufus. Excellent. Let's see if they fix the LOD issues on this, because I haven't looked in a while. Because this plane, you would go in and out of internal and external camera, and the cockpit wouldn't load in for a bit. So I'm interested to see if that's been tweaked a bit. Let's see. How do you play with people in this game? On my PS5, I see no option. So, hang on. Let me just go through a little tutorial here, that way everybody's on the same page, just in case you don't know. So, if we back out all the way to the main menu, Free Flight is the place you want to be. If you're wanting to fly multiplayer. Career, there is no multiplayer. Challenge League, there's no multiplayer. World Photographer, I think, is in Free Flight. Could be wrong on that, I forgot. But either way, Free Flight is the main place to play multiplayer. So from there, we'll go into Free Flight. Another thing I want to check out is Settings. Online. Make sure you have multiplayer set to on. Make sure you're on West US servers. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright, perfect. So there's that. The other thing I want to check is flight conditions. Again, Asobo, if we can get those like server settings in here too, where you can change the server from flight conditions instead of having it in separate menus, that would be nice. But anyways, make sure you're set to all players in multiplayer. If you're set to live players, you're only going to be seeing players in live weather and live time. With all players, you're going to be seeing it if they're in a snowstorm, in a thunderstorm, clear skies, nighttime, daytime, whatever it is, you'll still see the player on your screen. And that's it. And then you go over to where we are, which is Ryan's Creek Aerodrome. You'll see a bunch of green planes. Those are multiplayer players. And you can join up and play in multiplayer. Graphics are insane for console. Really annoys me that people say it's trash next to a PC with an i9 price. Processor, 5090 Ti. Of course, it's going to... Well, the thing that's funny now is, if you want to upgrade the RAM on a PC, you're basically spending more than a PS5 Pro for it at this point, so... Because I don't know why RAM costs are ridiculous now. But thankfully, never was planning on upgrading anyways. Oh, by the way, they did fix the... Oh, they were just ready to go here. I like the dog bones on the wing. That's funny. Little dog icon there. He's all angry. Good old Rufus. I'm sure this is based off of a real-life one. I'm not really too familiar with the airshow, you know, folks and extras and biplanes and all that. But really nice to see that the cockpit thing's been fixed. There were a ton of LOD fixes with Sim Update 4, and I love that. Mr. Sir has arrived. We really shouldn't be taking off this way because we're going with the wind, but we're going to do it anyways. I'm sure this will go poorly. Oh, yep, into the... Okay. I love that about these biplanes. They just... You lose control immediately. Again, that was probably because we went with the wind, which didn't help. Let's try that again here. Oh my, did you wow, that is quite a wind. Hold, I want to show that to you again, hang on. It is such a strong wind. Look how fast we take off with this. Oh! Okay, alright. Okay, that didn't go as well as the first one did, hang on. Now I'm losing my voice because of it. Alright, let me do it in first person here. I wasn't ready for all that kickback there. Oh, this is such a twitchy plane in the wind. Goodness. Alright. Jaden has arrived! And Naira all the way. Or all the way. Ooh, and MBA's here. Mr. Sir's here. Ooh, I love it. Very nice. Oh boy, I need to get used to that. I haven't flown this in a while. I might not gyroscope with this thing, because my goodness. I'm barely making any moves and this thing is all over the place. But yeah, let's head over into New Zealand finally, folks. I mean, the wind isn't helping either. And Top Ramen, welcome to the stream. A gotcha, sure. I'll see. We learn something new every day. I love it. And Cap, you are welcome. Looks like the remote plane in Vice City. Nice. Very true. Greetings from St. Martin, Cow. Well, Suppa, welcome back. Welcome back to another stream. Happy to have you here. Hopefully you're having a great Tuesday. And healthy, we just took off from November Zulu Romeo Charlie, NZRC. And we're heading into the mainland of New Zealand now. Fighting some absolutely skyrocketing winds here. It is no joke. You want to see a barrel roll in first person view? Nice. RAM is crazy priced because they are produced in Taiwan, and all the nonsense going on over there is why prices skyrocket. Oh. I did not know. I mean, I know about the China stuff and all that. Why? What is going on? Voice, please. This is not the time to go away. Is there ways we can fly in each other's aircrafts and multiple? No. Not yet. We may even see some stuff in the beta. Because what's going to start happening is they have some early versions of shared cockpits that are going to be in general aviation planes, so like a Cessna 172. Just to kind of see how things go and go from that. Because once it goes to the airliners and stuff, there's a lot more that needs to go into it. So they want to just test things out with more basic instrument panel aircraft and then work their way up through it. Maybe see some of that in Sim Update 5's beta. Could be Sim Update 6. We'll see. But either way, that stuff is in the works. Just no time frame just yet on that. And yeah, I'm sure the whole AI data centers and stuff aren't helping either. How did I do what? that short takeoff. Hey, Cowtown, I'm currently sitting in an A320 on my way to Nantes. Oh, very nice, Raptor. Very nice. Well, hopefully have a nice flight, nice smooth one. And for sure, Paul, it does what it wants you, or does what you want it to, in no time. And TC Mark, you mean this? And a little bit of this? If we go to settings, hang on everybody, sorry, I'm gonna pause really quick. If you go here, go to zoom, not zoom, but zoom, and then unzoom cockpit view triangle left on the D-pad and triangle right on the D-pad for zoom cockpit view. I did the same thing with external view. So same thing, triangle right, zoom, triangle left, unzoom external view. So the only reason this is showing up as something else, because they're starting to add night vision if you're using the Togs Hanger Huey. There's a night vision mode now where you hold triangle and it goes into a little view with that. But overall, it doesn't interfere with anything else. Oh, you know what? This thing should have smoke on it too. Hang on. At least it should. Oh, hang on. That threw me off. I saw it. It's over here. Is it an in-out button, I guess? Apparently so. I guess. It's weird, the controller vibrates like things are happening, but... because I shouldn't have to add it to the level here, just a smoke generator. Wind, can you quit fighting me, please? Leave me and my biplane alone. Yeah, I'm surprised this doesn't have smoke simulated. I know most of the other planes have it now, but this one does not. Oh, it's FMJ. He's arrived. You like that? Made it look like, you know, the... Oh, man. And Moose, question, Cirrus SR22T, it says working title simulation. Is it because it's not finished? Is it working title is the developer? They've done some planes, and they're the ones that work on the EFB and all that. But no, that's the actual developer's name. Oh great, advisory heat, perfect. The lavatory is closed on all my flights, so you are out of luck. Yes, I mean that's the goal, is once shared cockpit is there, you'll be in the same plane together, so you can have your friend do ATC for you, you can do checklists together and all that stuff. That is the goal with shared cockpits, absolutely. Because it won't be just a whole thing of, oh, you can just sit in the plane and that's it. It'll be just... That's why it's taking so long for that to happen, is there's a lot that goes into that whole system and making it to where two players can be in the same plane and doing all that type of stuff. And Mark, awesome sim, love it, finally got it, but watching your live stream instead. Well, I'm happy to have you here, Mark. If you wanted to hop on in, you can always join us and fly along everybody else as well. But it's all good if you don't want to, just happy to have you here in the stream. Have I tried the barrel roll maneuver on the A320? No. And Michael Smith, good evening from Germany. Hope you had a nice Christmas. I did. Hopefully you did as well. You got 24 for Christmas, slowly getting to work things out, having problems with the landing of planes. How can I practice landing? So the thing I recommend is, of course, going into free flight. Start off with a Cessna 172 and then work your way up from that. Because as you get used to flying the 172, you get used to the instrument panel, autopilot there, and then, of course, it's going to be the easiest plane to land. It's a very forgiving aircraft. I mean, there's some other ones, too, that you can use, like the Corvallis and all that, but always recommend the 172, just because, you know, the Piper's another good option, too, if you don't want to do a 172. And then from that, go to free flight and do some touch and goes. Just pattern work around your favorite airport, a local airport or anything. Or if you're not worried about where you're flying, find an airport with a long runway. Because in that way you don't have to worry about landing too soon. You can just float a little bit, just kind of get familiar with it. That's kind of my recommendation with that. It's all about practice. Because I've already had a few comments that I was kind of sad about. You know, there were people saying, I wish I didn't buy it, you know, it's really difficult and everything like that. But I think what they're doing is what I've been telling people not to do. Because if you just go into the sim and rush around and go into different planes, especially going into airliners and stuff, you'll be overwhelmed. Like, there's just a lot going on. So just stick with one plane, get familiar with that one, and then once you feel comfortable with that and you feel like you've mastered that plane, move on to something else and then go through those steps again. You know, it's just stuff like that. Because don't rush through it. You'll end up feeling like that person that commented saying, I regret buying it. It's because you're just going through too many things at once, and you're making things not work out because of that. So that's my recommendation regarding landing, is just repetition. Stick to one plane, stick to an airport you know, or one that has a long runway, and just kind of go through those steps there. Use the flaps. Don't push the aircraft into the ground. Just let it lose its airspeed for a gradual landing. We can kind of go through it again here once we switch out planes, because I can guarantee you right now with this wind, we're not going to have a gradual landing with this biplane. It is going to be horrendous. So... going to be a lot of trolls trying to shut your engines off mid-flight and whatnot. Well, I mean... the way that's going to work is you're probably going to invite the person. It isn't going to just be random people in free flight joining in on the plane. So it's not going to be like that experience. Honestly, in the beta and stuff like that, when it first comes out, it might not even be in free flight. It might be like specific, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But anyways, people aren't going to just randomly join in on your plane and shut off engines and crap. It'll be like an invite process, I'm sure. Or maybe it'll just be another setting where you can have it set to, you know, like GTA Online. Friends only are able to get into your vehicle and stuff like that. It could be set up that way as well. Would love to, but cooking dinner soon here. Oh, that's fine, Mark. No worries at all. Much more important. Anyways. You can go in activities. They have landing challenges. Always practice with the most difficult conditions. I mean, you can do that too, but I always recommend just setting it up personally in free flight, because then you can choose where you want to fly, as opposed to just being stuck on the landing challenges. Do you have problems in career mode with the PC-24 and the game choosing... Oh. My favorite topping... Now food's on the... Oh, this is going great. Thanks a lot, Mark. You had to bring up food. Now I'm talking about toppings. My favorite topic. The PC-24 and short runways in career mode. The thing that Asobo said was by design, which I will never understand. That'll happen, unfortunately. The thing I do now to avoid that with the PC-24 is when you're picking a mission, find airports with the green icons. Because if you're picking airports with the brown icons, they're not going to have lights, they're going to be relatively short runway, they're just... Find the ones with green icons. I'll showcase that here when I land this aircraft. That way you can kind of see that. But, yeah, you'll run into it if you pick the wrong airports with the PC-24. Hope they had a VATSIM server. Probably not going to happen because VATSIM is third-party programs that need to be installed, and that's just not allowed on consoles. So unless it somehow gets integrated into the sim, that will not be happening. Always hoped that the touch bar was going to be used as throttle for some reason before buying this game, but oh well. You mean the touchpad? It is used for throttle. Left and right is the default setting for it. I'm moving left on the touchpad, and we just went idle. Moving right, left to right, is that I've never used it personally, but that is what the touchpad is defaulted to. I've had the sim for a month, only now getting to the point of landing well most times. Nice, Paul. I mean, yeah, again, it's just don't expect to get everything done and perfected within hours of playing the sim. Because once you're done with one plane, you'll fly in something else and kind of have to get used to that one a little bit. You know, it's just, that's what I love about the sim. Not everything's the same. Like, you're not going from a 172 and then into an airliner and then expecting the same thing. Like, it's just... That's the exciting part of flight sim, is there's so much to learn, so much to gain knowledge over, and I love it. Thanks, we'll do that. Can I turn live weather off? Yes, Michael, you can absolutely do that. So if you go to the weather icon up here. Okay. Weather, hello? Why is my... There we go. You can do this in the free flight menu too, but you can of course do this as well. So what I would recommend, don't be by mountains, by the way. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you have the wind turned off, but you can still run into some updrafts and all that. Have a nice little flat runway, little airport kind of in the valley. And then from here, go to the wind, set that to 0. And then clear skies. Just make it nice, perfect conditions. And once you get comfortable with that, I do recommend doing some windy crosswind landings, because once you master crosswind landings, every other landing will feel so much easier, especially when you're not dealing with the wind. So, but yep, that is how you turn off live weather. Oh, who was that? Oh, it was NBA and an extra. We got Jaden here as well. Nice. I say it all the time, guys, but I very much appreciate you guys always stopping by for the live streams and flying with me in the sim. It's so awesome to see so many of you this far in past release still wanting to fly with me, so I very, very much appreciate it. Alright, let's go find an airport here, and we will land, and we'll switch over to the 172. We'll kind of go through a little basic tutorial again at whatever airport we run into. Do I have anything closer here in the direct? Because I don't want to backtrack. I want to... That's... Oh, crap. We'll go over there. Alright, folks. We're heading to November Zulu, November Victor. To the south of us here. Invercargill. Yes, that is 100% how that's pronounced, I'm sure. November Zulu, November Victor. So if you're flying with us, that's where we're heading. If you want to fly with us, that's where we will be at. And then once we land, I'm going to show what I mean with career mode really quick. And then we'll be back in the 172 just to do a little touch and go with that. Showcase my tips on landing. And let us fly low over the New Zealand countryside. And hope the wind does not shove us into a tree at the last second. An absolutely sure one, yes. Good tip. It's a journey, a marathon, not a sprint. Don't rush. Learn and enjoy flying. Because, I mean, even if you're not good at flying, just enjoy the view. Just kind of go to some spots you want to check out in the world and just have fun with that. And with just that random time flying around, you'll kind of get used to it from that as well. No doubt about it. Sometimes live weather doesn't work, just resets to custom. Can't say I've experienced that personally. I've never seen live weather not activate. I'm trying to think of a multiplayer setting that could revert it just because of what that's set to. It is such a fun one to fly, because, I mean, there's nothing else. I mean, I guess the extra might be twitchy, too, just because it is, you know, an aerobatic aircraft, but it's always fun going into this, especially in a high wind, come to find out. Because I've never flown this in such high winds before, and it is... it's no joke out here. Oh, that's a oh, okay, all right. Oh, that's it's fine. Everything is a-okay, folks. You saw nothing. So don't do barrel rolls so low, folks. Not a very good idea. Favorite topping, pepperoni. I mean, can't go wrong with supreme pizza. Pepperoni, some Italian sausage on there. Green peppers, onions, black olives. That's my favorite. That's my go-to. Original, again, I never owned a base PS5, but people that were flying on the base PS5 have been having a great experience. I just got the Pro because I just wanted the latest hardware. That way I'm ready to go on PSVR 2 and all that. So I don't have any experience personally regarding the base version of the sim on the PS5. Only the Pro. Alright, see you later, Productions. And Matt, welcome to the stream. Can I just say that your game looks way better than mine? Details aren't that high in mine, and I've crashed a few times. I have PS5 Pro. Did you do something to the graphics? Nope. And pretty much everything in my sim is what it is out of the box. Just default settings. Everything's set to medium in the graphics options area. And that's it. Nothing has changed. The only thing I can think of that's different is 1 gig internet speeds here, so I don't know where you're at. I mean, if you're over 50 or more, you should be getting the same experience anyways. You don't need to have gig speeds in order to have the sim look as it does here. Oh my goodness, there's a 730. That's probably not a 737 actually. No, it's an F-18. That makes more sense because, like, wow, that thing really spun around pretty quick there. Oh, shoot. Guess who's not going the right way, by the way, because I'm too busy crashing into the ground and talking to chat. Sorry, everybody. This wind is crazy. Oh, man. I'm fighting this plane the whole time up in the air. Yeah, the hot air balloon, I'm typically always just flying it at about 150 knots. Just kind of messing with it. Alright, we're finally heading to the airport, folks. Who can believe it? And Bob, hello! Hello, hello, welcome. Sure, we're not switching locations in these streams. We're always just sticking to one area. We'll head into Asia at some point for a community flight. Just not today. And Wayne, yeah, it's just an annoying thing with the cursor mode. It's supposed to be there to help and maintain the aircraft, but most of the time it always is more of a pain. Hopefully something that we can turn off, but currently you cannot. How did you reset? That was a square, and I mean, it's slew mode. So if you go into controls and search slew, S-L-E-W, I have it set to square and left on the D-pad, which lets us do this. It removes the physics from the aircraft. You can lower, raise, and all that. Oh my goodness, alright. Whoo, alright. And Ike, hello! When can I start doing cargo missions? You need to go to your specialization menu and see what requirements you need to do in order to get to cargo. But don't ask for pepperoni pizza in Italy, you will get pizza with bell peppers. I mean, I'd be fine with it. I like bell peppers. I mean, you know, it'd be worth the mistake. Pineapple on pizza? I'm not gonna say my answer, because if I do, people are gonna get mad at me, so I'm just not gonna bring it up. You know, I'm not gonna say if I like it or not. So there's that. Hey Charles, hope you had a wonderful Christmas holiday. I did. Hopefully you did as well. I'm ready for this lull between Christmas and New Year's to be over, though. This is like the worst week of the year. Hello, hello. I don't know why I said it that way, but hello, Tim. Happy New Year 2026. Happy New Year to you, Russell. I'm just going to tell you right now, this landing is going to suck. I'm just telling you that right now. It's not going to be good in the slightest with this wind and this twitchiness of the biplane. So, don't expect much from this one. Okay, that actually... You know? I sold myself too short, apparently, because that was way better than I was ever thinking in my mind, so that was nice. I mean, of course it was external view, but I'll take it. Alright, so what we're gonna do... Oh, before I do anything else... So what I'm talking about is when you're doing these missions, especially with the PC-24, it seems to be the only plane that really has that issue with the short runways, which is Sobo. Again, I don't know why you keep saying it's by design, because it's the only really aircraft that has that issue going on with it. But anyways, The way I avoid it is when you're in the mission category here, just head over to, like, let's say we want to do... I don't have a PC-24 currently, but this point still stands. So see how that icon, the airport icon, is a brown airport symbol? I avoid those, because those are typically going to be your shorter runways. They're not going to be really lit up most of the time either. I mean, there's some times where they will be, but 90% of the time, probably not going to have lights. So especially don't pick those on night flights. So what I look for is, see this mission here? Of course, not the icons. Above the search and rescue, you see how it's the green icon? Those are the ones I go for, because those are always going to be lit up at night. They're going to be longer airports, longer runways, and the chances of you running into a too short of a runway in a PC-24 is going to be pretty much non-existent at that point. So that's the thing I would keep an eye out for when you're picking a mission, is that. So there's another one with a green that's going to Casper, Wyoming, which is a municipal airport. And yeah, so look for those green icons. That's the way to do it. Because that's the thing I've switched out to now, is I just look for those. I don't even pick missions with the brown icon, because I don't even want to deal with it. Because then this eliminates having to look at the airport specifically through the EFB and doing all that type of stuff. You just know from a glance that, okay, it's a green icon, we're good to go. Another green icon, gonna be a great airport to land in, will be lit up at night. You're not gonna run into any of those types of issues. So that is my recommendation on that. Oh, you're on a 1 gig internet too? Yeah, then I don't know, Cap. That is very, very odd. But hopefully that helps. Just wanted to kind of showcase that really quick. Kind of visually show what I was talking about regarding picking a mission. PSVR 2 performed very well with the PS5 Pro. Example GT7. I'm happy about. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome. Very, very much looking forward to Flight Sims VR. Alright, so let me get back to this airport. Oh my goodness, look at all the green dots. Nice. So I'm going to go out of live weather and everything, just kind of showcase the basics of landing again. We're going to do this in a 172. We'll spawn on the runway. But Ike, happy to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Anyway, frame rate is negligible. Pro has better draw distance and base resolution. Very good. I'm assuming you're replying to somebody else. FMJ, I'm not Italian, but no, please. What? Oh, okay, I see. Talking about that question. Where is this? Charles, this is in New Zealand. We are at the airport of November Zulu, November Victor. Hey, and Harshall's here. Nice. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and... Oh my. We're going to take off here. Oh, hang on. Before we do anything else, I'm going to pause and get rid of this live weather, because I'm not doing the wind just yet. We're not going to question what we're seeing in front of us. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright. Swing by the A10. Are we okay? Oh, there we go. I was hitting the wrong button. There we go. I was like, oh, this isn't normal here. There are so many people here. It's awesome. Alright, so we're going to go with 1 notch of flaps. 55 knots. Raise the nose up and go for a nice graceful climb. We're going to hang around the 10-degree pitch on a climb here. That way we maintain a nice climb while not decreasing our speed. There's no way we're only 100 feet off the ground. What in the world? I feel like we're a bit higher than that. And then once we're at a nice altitude, we'll raise our flaps back up to flush with the wing. So we're going to just do a quick pattern. And this is what I was talking about. This is what I recommend. Just find an airport that you're wanting to fly around in. Turn off live weather. Get rid of the wind. Just have perfect conditions to start off. That way you can get familiar with everything. And then once you feel comfortable with that, you can move into some wind and, you know, deal with those types of conditions. But if you're brand new to the sim, I really recommend just calm winds or no winds at all. Clear skies. Oh, we got PJ. That's a new name. I haven't seen that before. Welcome. Marketplace is getting an upgrade in the spring when Sim Update 5 releases. The hot air balloon at Mach 1 is an Air Force proud staple. It's perfect. Been having an issue with my HOTUS 4 where the throttle axis will randomly stop working and won't work again until my next flight. Any idea what's going on? I can't really remember a time where that's happened. I don't know if anybody else with the HOTUS 4s run into that issue. I've never seen anybody bring that up, so I'm not sure, DJ. The only thing I can think of is maybe some button accidentally got mapped to the axis and has kind of been overtaking that. But that's the only thing I can really think of as to why that's happening. And Crone's Light, nice. And Todd, I mean, that's kind of my answer, but I'm not going to say what I'm talking about. Yeah. Not a bad landing for a guy that clearly likes pineapple on pizza. Oh, man. And absolutely, Paul, I mean, it helps out tremendously, because then it just takes the guesswork out of what the airport's going to be like at the end of a mission, especially when it's those longer flights, because there's no worse feeling than having a 4-hour flight, and then you reach an airport at night, and it has no lights on. Like, it's just... So, definitely recommend sticking to the green icon airports. You're not going to run into those issues anymore. And Harshal, I'm doing great. How are you doing? The meats. We have the meats. Arby's. I don't know why Arby's gets so much crap. I like Arby's. Arby's is... But anyways, back to the landing here. I did a little circle because I didn't turn far enough here. Traffic alert, traffic alert. Yep, I always turn that off in multiplayer. And a frame, very nice. That was a beautiful break dance in the A10. And Mark, we're actually at a different airport now. We're at November Zulu November Victor NZNV in New Zealand. And Marco, US West is where we're at. I have the HOTUS 4, but it's still in the box unused because controller is brilliant. Nice, Russell. Very nice. Alright, so hang on. Before I get back with chat, I'm going to go back to landing. So, ignore the names. Hang on. There they. You can see the lights next to Bullet's name. There's 4 of them. You see there are 4 white? That means we're too high. We're above the glide slope. If there were 4 red, that means we were too low. We want 4 lights to be 2 white and 2 red. And then from there, once we have that glide slope, which we'll get there shortly, we're going to go ahead and put in some flaps, because flaps will help us slow down. I typically do 1 notch of flaps in the 172. It doesn't have to be too extreme of a degree of flaps in here. And then we're just going to keep this idle for a little bit. So now you can see we have 1 red light. Let's get that second one. Now we're in the glide slope, so we just maintain this descent, and we'll hit the sweet spot of the runway. We're probably going to get a 3rd red here because we're going a little too slow now. There it is. So we'll sit around the 70 knot mark. Now, once we get close to the runway, we are not going to push the nose down, because if we do that, you're going to bounce all over the runway, and it won't be pretty. Once we get close, we're going to flare the aircraft, which is bringing the nose up and then letting the airspeed drop off naturally. We're not doing anything else. The plane will slowly make its way down to the ground, and you'll have a beautiful landing to go under the A-10's wing. And then you can take right back on off. And of course, we're not adjusting the flaps because they're still at that first notch of flaps there. So, same thing we did before. We'll maintain that 10 degrees of pitch up to get a nice climb out. Once we get to 100 feet, we'll level out and we'll do one more landing from that. And then I'll switch to another plane here, and then we'll continue our adventure in New Zealand, because we're already over an hour and 20 minutes, and we've just gotten to the south shore of the mainland, so... But that's alright. It was a fantastic view of the morning sunrise in New Zealand, so... If I got on a plane and Cowtown was flying with a controller, I'd be chill. I mean, you know, gyroscope controls. Love it. I mean, the only thing I could really think of, I mean, it's not the ideal thing unless, I mean, especially if you changed a lot of buttons, is just kind of revert to the default controls and see if that continues to happen. I mean, you can keep your custom control set. Because here, I'll just show it to you really quick. Because if you go to Controls, click on the HOTAS 4 in the Devices list, and then switch to the default settings, just fly with that for a little bit and see if that same issue is happening. Because if it isn't happening, then something you've changed with your custom keybinds is not happy with the throttle axis for some reason. So that is my only thought right now, is to just kind of mess with that. Go back to the default settings. You don't have to delete your other one, which, by the way, I had changed my name to Don't Delete because I accidentally deleted it in a stream before. But yeah, so just go back to the default settings. It should be the locked icon. I'm sure that's the same case with the HOTAS. Mess with that a little bit and see how that goes. I did that 3 times yesterday, 4 hours, crashed after smooth landings because I just couldn't stop. Yeah, it's very frustrating with the PC24. I think the PC12 is fine. It's really primarily the PC24 that has that issue. So doing the green icon step that I was talking about, you'll be pretty much perfectly fine no matter where you're going for career missions in the 24. Had a butter landing on my CJ4 yesterday, but I heard a weird scraping. Forgot to put my land... I mean, see? I mean, it's still a perfect landing, though. I mean, it was so good, you didn't even know. That's great. Love it, DJ. And Dan, the 2 screens in the Cessna, how can I make them custom view, as it's hard to see them when I'm trying to set up autopilot? So, Dan the man, there's a couple ways of doing things. You can set up a button like this, where you can zoom in and zoom out. I have that set to triangle right on D-pad to zoom in, triangle left D-pad to zoom out. You can also hold L1 and then use the left and right analog sticks and triggers to position the camera where you want. I typically don't do this anymore because I'm really happy with my triangle and zoom buttons. So again, if we go over to settings, controls, and then I'll also show quick view too. I just always like showing this off just in case you haven't seen it just yet. So if you search for zoom, unzoom cockpit view with triangle left on D-pad, and then zoom triangle or zoom cockpit view with triangle right on D-pad is kind of how I have that set up. I did the same for external view if you wanted to do it. So unzoom, triangle left, zoom, triangle right. And it makes it so much easier. Or if you want to do it this way, by holding L1, you can move
Cessna Tango, Whiskey November, leaving my airspace.
Why is ATC talking? Leave us alone. Hang on. Yeah, leaving airspace.
Invercargill Tower, Cessna Charlie Oscar Whiskey Tango, Whiskey November, frequency change.
Okay, so holding L1, you can also push up on the D-pad to move the camera around in some preset positions, and down on the D-pad to zoom in closer to the screen as well. But overall, I very much prefer my triangle right and left on the D-pad method, because you can get really nice and close with the instrument panels and interact with all the buttons from there. And then of course a right-click stick will reset the camera back to default if you need to quickly move the camera around. Landing was so smooth though, didn't crash, and even with, I mean, that's nice, DJ. Haven't even gotten the game yet, but plan on it. Should I grab the HOTAS 4 if I'm able? Hard to get now. Colin, I mean, the thing I recommend, that I've been recommending for a while now, is just try it with the gyroscope. It's built into the DualSense controller, and see how you like it from there. Because into the new year, there's going to be a lot more peripherals coming to the PlayStation side of things. So if you're not really too keen on getting the HOTAS 4, you'll have some more options in 2026, is kind of where I recommend. You should do a sunrise stream more often. I'll definitely keep it in mind because it looked fantastic. And we got Audi Man, welcome. And Womble. Thanks for joining, everybody. Gonna just do one more landing and then we'll get moving again. I'll probably switch over to the Vision Jet just to kind of get some movement going. Or you know what? No. I'm gonna go Sky Courier. I haven't really flown that too much in the streams. Are heavy cargo missions available? No, not yet. Again, I'm sure that's going to be something in January, because that's typically a server-side update, which I'm sure is going to be happening shortly. At least I hope so, because I want my heavy and super heavy cargo missions. And you're welcome, Dan. What is the auto trim in the 172? Auto trim? I don't know what you mean by auto trim. If you're just talking about the quick trim, it's R1 and then up and down on the right stick. You can also adjust the trim right there. But again, what we're going to do here, we're in the glide slope, we're right at the right altitude. We're going to drop our first notch of flaps, our only notch of flaps, because we don't need to go too much. Because if you go too far on the flaps, you're risking a lot of floating going on once you reach the ground effect. Especially if it's very high wind conditions. And then once we get over the threshold, the little crosswalk part of the runway there, we're going to idle out the aircraft. We're going to put our nose up, flare the aircraft, and again, let the airspeed drop naturally and the plane drop naturally. And I'll get you on the ground. Wasn't as smooth as my first landing there, but you get the point. But alright, perfect. Sky Courier. And let's start making our way through New Zealand here, goodness. I'm taking way too much time here, I apologize. I mean, if you're wanting to start up everything yourself, every aircraft comes with a checklist in the EFB. So if you go to the EFB, aircraft. Oh, hang on. It's still stuck on the mass and balance menu here. Hang on, let me restart this. So EFB, aircraft, and then checklists. And then from here... from here you can see everything from your pre-flight inspection, before starting the engine, and starting the engine. I would do it live, but there's about 180 steps in order to boot up an airliner, and I'm just not dealing with all that, so. But the thing that's nice is you can hit the look at button and it'll highlight everything that you're needing to click, and you can go from that. Let's get up into the air, and then we'll actually set up autopilot here. And there goes my voice. It's falling apart, everybody. Do you have a video going into the autopilot controls? We just did a full stream over that in the last stream. Going over autopilot and ILS approaches in a 172, Vision Jet, 747, Airbus A320, all that good stuff. I have it all chaptered out as well, so if there's a specific plane you're looking for, I didn't go through all of them, but I tried to go through different ones with different avionics systems. So we have the Citation in there, Vision Jet, the 172, and all that. So, but yep, did a whole stream over it. It's all chaptered out, like I was saying, so you can scrub through, see what plane we did autopilot in, and all that good stuff. So let's get our heading. Heading's actually in a good spot. Perfect. Set our altitude to, we'll probably do 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. And perfect. Autopilot on. Heading mode on. Half bank mode, please. You're not actually an autopilot. What are you doing? Stall. You good now? I don't know why you decided to pretend you weren't an autopilot there. You good now? Thank you. I don't know. Goodness. Oh, didn't even go to photo mode there. It's already all on. Perfect. Okay, 7,000 feet's a little high. We don't need to do that. $3,500, please. Also do not need this crazy of a climb here. Not that it matters, it's going to go in an altitude hold mode anyways. Got another new name, Spectre and Yeet Boy. Welcome. Jaden here as well. Welcome everybody. Let's actually start making. I mean, we started at that island there. Oh my! I did not mean to take this long to start moving through here. But hey, you know, we were doing some important things, some helpful things, so it works out. And Womble, hello to the chat. I'm only 15 million from buying my first used 737. Wish I could claim my passive income when you want to. Yep, that's just every 24 hours at about 7 o'clock. And nice DJ, very nice. Is anybody in front of us, by the way? No, okay. Just wanted to make sure I had all the names in one screen here. Why is my tail number all messed up? Sobo, what have you done? It's weird, it gets kind of cut off as it goes to the other side of the tail there. Marco, do you have PlayStation Plus? Because I'm starting to think I know why you're not seeing anybody. Because if you don't have PlayStation Plus, you're not going to see live players. Do you think there will ever be a mode to create custom liveries? I hope so. I would love to see that. This is a custom shortcut that I made here. Hang on, let me... I forgot what I think it's toggle drone mode. And I have it set to right and... square and right on the D-pad. Yeah, toggle drone. I also have it set to toggle pushback, which I probably shouldn't have. I don't know why I have it set that way. There we go. Switch that to triangle and down on the D-pad. But yep, toggle drone mode. That's showcase camera. I just have that set to square and right on the D-pad, so I don't always have to open up the camera menu to do it. I want to do something here. Hang on. Let's see what this turns out to be like. Just want to hear everybody fly by here. There goes Harshal in a Vision Jet. Mr. Sir in an F-18? Yes. What is everybody else? Is everybody in a... There's a TBM. That's definitely not slow. P-51. DC-3. Oh, somebody's in a Chinook. Nice, Mark. Oh. Oh, that was weird. Oh, unsafe Wi-Fi went. Oh, why did... You didn't have to go slew mode. I was wanting to hear you fly by. There's no way that's an actual A-10. No, it's a de Havilland. DC-3 flying by. Simon's in space over here. I like how everybody's going slew mode. Or maybe sim rate, actually. That's funny. I thought everybody was in more of a clump than they were. We're not going that fast, are we? We're only going 186 knots. It's one of the pick a jet, and that way everybody kind of sticks together, but got quite a conga line going. Number here. There we go. Close enough. Bring that RPM down a little bit. Oh, then Marco, I'm not sure then. I'm not sure why you're not seeing anybody, unless you just don't have the nameplates on. Because, I mean, if you don't have the nameplates on, you wouldn't really see them from a distance. So if we go to... I think it's... Is it online? I forget where it is. It's one of the settings to turn on traffic multiplayer. I think it might be online for that. Yeah, I mean, there's some planes where it doesn't look good regarding company names and all that, but unfortunately there's not much to change. Since, you know, you can't change the liveries or anything, which again is something I'm hoping is going to be here shortly. Give a little shot like this, make it look like a gimbal camera or something. Can we make it to where... Oh, that's that. Okay. Right. No? Can't go to... Oh, does this not have any... There we go. Does have that. I'm hoping one day Asobo will make it to where fixed cameras can be moved as well, because then it can make it look like gimbal cameras and everything. That would be nice. Because, I mean, you can't really do it with free camera, because, you know, when the plane's going through turbulent air or anything bouncing around, you'll have those moments where you'll kind of be in the bodywork and everything. But we'll still try to make it work. Everybody's looking fantastic. Simon and a beluga. Oh my, who was that? Oh, it's Jaden. They're here. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Hold up. Oh, is that not my... Why did I forget the speed controls now? Oh well. Oh, is it R? There we go. It's R1. Oh, Simrate Beluga. Nice. Oh, this looks lovely, folks. What I like to see. Love flying the A320, but hate the Spirit livery. I hate it too. That mustard yellow. Disgusting. Hey, Oscars! Hello! Or Oscar, I should say. How do I correct the altitude of an aircraft seems 200 feet above? That is because you are not setting your barometric pressure correctly. If you go over 18,000 feet, you'll want to set it to standard here. So it'll be different depending on what plane you're flying. But for here, like if we were over 18,000 feet, you'd click on this, click X again, and it would go into a standard setting. And that'll get you to the correct altitude. Oh my, yep, Beluga just took us out. More joysticks and peripherals are coming in 2026. What should be the next step in career mode? Have all the licenses already and own cargo company and charter company. Which company next? I mean, that's up to you with what you want to work on. I mean, if there's some specific mission set you want to go for it. Because, I mean, cargo and charter are your best money makers. So after that, it's just kind of if you're wanting to do some cargo in a helicopter, do some medevac missions, search and rescue with a fixed wing or helicopter, agricultural spraying. I mean, there's a lot of great options there. Or you can always save your money up for the impending release, which I'm still thinking isn't too far away once we get into the new year here, of super and heavy cargo missions. And the fact that Miltech got the C-17 ready for remote cargo ops, that might be close as well, we'll see. But yeah, other than that, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at regarding my recommendation. Did I get that picture right? Oh no, the beluga's a little beluga's a little cut off there, but that yeah. Ooh, that's gonna look nice outside the cockpit right there. Yeah. Love it. Imagine looking outside the window and seeing that flying next to you. That would be awesome. Oh, got a P-51 on the other side. Nice womble. So we need to fix the LOD on the multiplayer players. The little hatch is open for the gears. And a Vision Jet from Jaden. Oh yeah, this looks great right here. Picture. Doing a flight from Abu Dhabi to Doha. It's about an hour flight. Nice, Oscar. Love the streams. You can relax and learn something at the same time. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Monorific. Very much appreciate it. Oh, here we go. 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 Get everybody in. Picture. Oh, that was nice. Get another one from this angle here. Oh, this is even better. Oh, bullets in the screen as well. Nice, I think that was a good one. And light, I'm glad you enjoy them. They've been such a blast to make. I mean, I'll never get over the amount of people that come fly with us on PlayStation. It's just awesome. Oh. Oh. I thought I was about to do a backflip here. I was like, oh man, DC3's going crazy. Nice, Mark. Which I think is... Are you actually in an A10? It looks A10-ish. Why don't I keep forgetting my... There we go, that's the button. I don't know why I keep forgetting the button. Oh, and a barrel roll by Harshal in a Vision Jet. Very good. Oh, an FMJ's and a Sky Courier, nice. Nice mix of aircraft. Let's see how far we've progressed here. Not bad. I kind of want to hit the mountains, though. So let's bank over to the left a little bit and head that way. The sound has gone on the beluga. What did you do, Simon? What have you done to the beluga? Oh. Hi, DC3. Love that plane. It's gonna be so fun to use that in career. By the way, this whole area looks awesome. All the ribs from all the erosion of runoff and everything going on. The river snaking its way through. Oh. Okay, you're just... Beluga disappeared for a second. I was really confused. Like, oh no, what happened to it? Here, now that everybody's kind of clumped up here, we can do what I was trying to do before here. Let's see what this sounds like. Turn it up. Yeah. That was awesome. Love it. Because that's what I was trying to do earlier, and it just didn't work out because everybody was so spaced out. That was great. I'm so excited. I saw somebody made a livery pack for the Sky Courier with FedEx, or UPS, DHL, and stuff. Thought that was awesome. I will certainly be grabbing that when it arrives on the PlayStation side of things. Because it's about time somebody's making some livery packs for the Sky Courier. Slow this down here. Come on. There we go. What is that? Is that a vision jet? What was that? Oh, look at this. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, that must have been the A-10. As a matter of fact, let's follow that river a little bit here. I mean, I guess we're kind of following it anyways, because it's going to weave over to us again. Yeah, we'll stick on this heading. Never mind. Now that is something I wouldn't want to see flying next to me. Things are in a bad situation if that's kind of coming up next to us. Oh, I'm stuck on the chair here. Excuse me, need to look out the window. Oh, look at this. Nice. Not the T-38 again. That really... I still don't think that released on PC or Xbox, to be honest with you. I never saw it in the marketplace, so... I know not many people are too fond of its flight model, though. Look at everybody's shadows down there. It's just awesome that the sim even calculates that with multiplayer models. I mean, that's crazy. The amount of things the sim is simulating is awesome. Trying to keep everybody in the shot here. Karosh 812. You just make sure your server is set to US West. Hop into free flight with all players and flight conditions, and then you'll find this large group of folks flying through the New Zealand mountainside here. The closest airport is, I believe, Queenstown. I'm not going to go there again. We've been there a lot, so I'll try to avoid going there again. So we're just going to keep making our way north into the mountains. Which, let's see, there's probably another... Ooh, kind of by this glacier here? Yeah, I think that's where we're going to head to. Let's head to November Zulu Golf Tango, NZGT. Let's go ahead and add that to our handy-dandy computer here. I already forgot it. November Zulu Golf Tango? Yeah. NZGT. N Z G and a little bit of a T. Go ahead and enter that. Activate that route. Perfect. And I doubt it has charts, but I'll double check anyways, because that looks cool. No charts available. I'm not surprised, but cool. That'll be a great spot to do a touch and go at, and make our way into the mountains. We'll probably switch planes out again, we'll see. But that is where we're headed. November Zulu Golf Tango. Oh, look how... Oh, I'm excited to see what it looks like in the sim here, because satellite imageries makes it look awesome. So we'll see how the sim does with that. By the way, this is going to be a small runway, so if you're on a PC-24, you'll know all about it. Oh, not too bad actually. It's pretty decent. Are we in free flight? Yippers. But yes, liveries will be spring as well. Yes, because again, Sim Update 5 is going to be bringing quite a bit of change to the marketplace, which I'm really excited to see and dive into as we make our way. I'm sure we'll see that stuff in the beta. But yeah, so that's why it's springtime, is because of those changes coming to the marketplace. Hello from South Africa. Hello, Sir K. Welcome. I want this on my PlayStation so bad, but I already got that Aviator Edition for my PC, but the PS5 would be so much more convenient. Well, nice, Justin. Hopefully you get it soon, and you'll be able to fly with us over here. I had several missions that say the Sky Courier is not available due to maximum fuel capacity, and also the 404 Titan. It will only allow me to use the PC-12 or PC-24. The only way I see that happening is if you're doing the add fuel thing during a flight, and then it's not able to put the cargo in it, so you're limiting that. You can always sell fuel and lower it, and then get the cargo in there. A few A-10s coming beside you saying, leave the airspace immediately. Uh-huh. Is there a way you can straight away skip to the landing in free mode, or do you need to fly to the location? I mean, you can use slew mode and get over to it if you want to. You can use sim rate. How's this run on PS5? Fantastic, T-Dog. I love it. It is awesome. Other community flights will be in different areas, but today is just New Zealand. Because for these group flights, I don't like switching places and then having everybody always go in and out of the sim and loading up to different areas. Just makes it a whole lot simpler to stick to one area. Look at these fields. Nice. Oh my. Every time I turn around, this A-10 is even closer. It's like, hello? Oh. And Kiwi Flyer, nice. I look forward to seeing it. The Hatch. Game's crashed twice on me now doing the skydiving mission. 2 hours wasted. 2 hours? On a skydiving mission? That should only take about 30 minutes. Because once they jump out of the plane, you're not actually doing that low or really slow descent and then back. You can pretty much do a nice little maneuver of not a full-on dive, but you're having a fun time with that caravan and going back down. But yeah, definitely shouldn't be taking 2 hours to do that. By the way, are we good? Nope, we're not. 200. the ground was getting a lot closer from the side view there. That wasn't look. Woo! All right. Let's go ahead and increase the altitude a little bit here. 400. That's not something we want to see when you turn around. It's like, huh, that ground's getting a little close. That's not good. All right. Everything's fine, folks. Vertical speed, I need you.
300.
Hang on, just break out of autopilot here.
200. 100.
Alright, let's try this again. And also, let's get onto our flight plan, our little direct flight. And we'll get back on track here. Everything's fine, folks. Have I tried career mode on PS5? Absolutely, almost level 200.
500.
All the certifications are done. I'm pretty much almost done with getting all the mission types unlocked. At least I think I'm almost to level 200. I think I'm 180 or something. Can't add NZGT in the flight plan of the Caravan. And why is that? Really, co-pilot? Let's get a little bit of extra altitude here.
500.
Oh, yeah.
500. 400. 300.
Oh, FMJ and an A400. Nice. Very nice.
500.
What's the farthest you've flown on here?
400.
About 14 hours. I'm not an IRL pilot, no. And Red Guru, good evening, Cowtown. I bought the standard edition a few days back, but now the whole family caught the flu, and since we all share the best TV, there is no playing for me right now. Oh no! Hopefully everybody gets better. Happy to have you here in the chat. My plane is broken. I don't know what to tell you, Oscar. I don't know what you're doing with your planes. I've done a few flights over the Alps in a Cessna 172. They can be exhilarating. Oh, I'm sure, Paul. Which heading? Well, we're 355. We got some more mountains in front of us. Let's go. Let's do 7,000 feet. Oh, not descend. There we go. Oh, break my windshield, Mr. Sir. Unbelievable. Oh my. everything's kicking off behind us here. It's like a bunch of wasps around me. Go away. I'm not doing the helicopter side of certification because I'm not going to stress myself out and give up on the game. It's unbelievable. It's really not too bad because you don't have to do the training side of it if you're not wanting to. You can dive right into it. All the certification side of things of the helicopters are pretty easy. Selfish people getting the flu. It's unbelievable. It's flight sim time, not flu time. And Justin, this is the Premium Deluxe Edition. It's the one I always buy personally outside of this one since it was gifted to me by Xbox. But yeah, Premium Deluxe was always the route I went through 2020 and 2024. And then,
500.
yes, you can upgrade if you go standard. You can upgrade down the road if you want to. And favorite plane to fly? I don't really have like a one specific one. I love this one, the Sky Courier, the PC-24. I'm loving the CJ4 Citation now that it's gotten way better with optimization. It's actually a joy to fly. You don't have those weird stutters going on when you're landing. It's just fantastic now. The Jenny, the old World War aircraft, whatever that thing is, that's always a fun one to fly around in. And the Cessna Corvallis, the Cessna 404 Titan, the Piper. I mean, I have so many favorites. That's why I can't really answer. There's a lot of them. I passed the heli certs, so if I can, anyone can, as I'm terrible at controlling them. Nice, Paul. Very nice. And Radby, that's a new name. Hello, welcome to the flight. Excuse me. Sir, your wing is breaking my wing. If you would please not do this. That's still crazy to me how the multiplayer models look like that. Zoom in a little bit. What's Mickey Mouse doing in New Zealand? This is unbelievable. Get out of here, Mickey. What is going on with that? Like, how do you... There's no way they're farming on that. Like a bunch of canyons right there. Oh, it looks so nice, though. Justin, I actually am receiving my PlayStation VR 2 headset tomorrow. So absolutely, it'll be a free update sometime this year. I think it's going to be kind of alongside Sim Update 5 in the spring. Is kind of what they were talking about as a target date for that. I'm hoping it'll be in the beta, because I'd love to be able to test it out and see what's going on with that. But if not, it'll definitely be in the spring. At least that, again, target time frame for it. And I cannot wait. Yes, Guru. So when I'm in autopilot, I turn it off, of course. That way I can fling the controller all over the place without messing with it. So anytime I toggle it on, I make sure I have the controller level. Because obviously if you toggle on at a weird angle, you're going to have a weird time flying it. So, yep. Always make sure it's level and toggle it on from there. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be, because the fact that they utilized every single possible thing with the DualSense controller with gyroscope and the adaptive triggers and all that type of stuff, you can best guarantee they're going to be utilizing everything outside of, or that the PSVR 2 headset uses, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm very excited to mess with it. Because when Jorg was talking about his, you know, the early builds and all that stuff for the PSVR 2 headset, he said it's awesome. So I'm very much looking forward to experiencing that. Which, by the way, Jorg is the CEO of Flight Sim, so in case you don't know that just yet. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. In free flight, you can click and touch the MFD, PFD screens on the Vision Jet, but in career, you can't click on it even to say the fuel loaded. I can double check it for you, Assassin, but I don't remember having any issues personally. But we can definitely double check that. You are welcome, Red Guru. And yep, me too, Light. Look at this. Hang on, I need to contact the tower here really quick. Hold up. I just hit the wrong button. Hang on. Hold on, I've messed everything up now. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, New Zealand Center. I got an A-10 that's just causing mayhem up here. I don't know if you can pull them over or something like that, but it needs to happen. It's outrageous out here in the sky right now. Oh, man. But by the way, can we talk about what we're seeing in front of us here? Because that is looking awesome. By the way, nice ES-30 stocky. Very nice. Is Kiwi at an airport or something? Oh no, flying low with the P-51, nice. And Mark, we are landing at November Zulu Golf Tango NZGT. Which we're going to start seeing a lot. Let's go ahead and let's follow in Kiwi's footprint here, and I want to start descending. Which, by the way, what is the elevation again? I know I was just on the screen and I completely ignored it. I'm assuming 1,000? 1,757. Okay, perfect. So let's do 3,000 feet. You know, sometimes I like when it does the faster increments, and then other times I just don't like it. Because then you have those moments where I'm like, oh, I'm almost to where I want, and it's gone. But alright, let's move our heading to a 16 degrees, turn off nav mode, go into vertical speed, descend, and drop our speed. And Monty, good evening to you. Hope you're having a great evening. Can't find you. Please show your position on the map. Again, we are going to that airport we were just talking about. The ice crystals in these lakes is what makes them look like blue. Ooh, nice. This whole flight has, I mean, you can't fly around New Zealand and say, well, that was a boring flight. It's impossible. The add fuel keybind has been so clutch since for some reason the CJ4 is bugged and uses... Yeah, I mean, I always just use that anyways because then it saves me money on fuel, so... It works out. And David, saw you have the #1 global ranking on the Jackson Landing Challenge. Any tips? I didn't realize I was still #1 there. I did that forever ago. I mean, again, it's just like any other landing. You want to have the right amount of flaps going on, which with this, was it the CJ? I forgot. What? I think it's the CJ4 in the Jackson Challenge. And the most important thing, of course, is flaring the aircraft. Don't force the plane into the ground or else you'll bounce. You'll lower that score tremendously. Because the moment you bounce the aircraft, your score is crap. You want that smooth landing close to the landing position marker. So just get that nice speed going. Flare the aircraft, let the aircraft lose its airspeed naturally and descend on its own to get as smooth as possible on the ground. I'm glad I got the Aviator Edition. It's so nice having the variety of planes. I love all the quirky planes. The Sky Courier is awesome. Nice, Marco! Glad you're enjoying the Aviator Edition. I know a lot of those planes had some updates earlier this month, and then there's going to be more coming in the new year, especially with the ATR going to be getting 2024 upgrades, which will be nice. Hopefully it'll support career mode at that point as well. What is this fuel bind? It is nothing default. So if you go to settings and search for add fuel, you'll be able to make it, because I have it set to square and left on the D-pad, the same as slew mode, but since slew mode doesn't work in career, it's not, you know, affecting anything. I know a lot of people are wanting crossplay still. I'm not really, honestly, the amount of people that are playing on the PlayStation alone is already awesome. I mean, it's something that they can work on down the road, but it's really not a top priority concern for me personally. Would it be cool to have? Sure, but I'd rather them focus on career mode and everything like that, and, you know, eventually get to that point. But, yeah, just not particularly too worried about it. What's the difference between heading, altitude, nav, and others in the autopilot? So, heading, which what we're using currently, is as it is. It's heading mode, so whatever you have this little blue bug icon on the compass set to, the plane will follow this 353 degrees until the plane runs out of fuel, and that's that. That's heading. So anytime you change the dial, the plane will follow that exact heading. So if we go to the right, plane turns to the right. If we go to the left on a 343 degree heading, it'll follow that. Nav mode is if we want to, it doesn't matter for a direct flight, but if you're in career mode or have a flight with turns and everything else, it will follow that magenta line that you're seeing here to a T. So once it reaches a turn, it'll do it for you, all of that. And then altitude is just altitude hold mode, so you typically don't push that on your own unless you don't have anything that you want to do with an altitude select. But most of the time, I set up an altitude on the ground, so let's say we're at 0 feet and we want to climb to 7,000. All we would do is hit autopilot. The plane knows we want to get to 10,000 feet or whatever I just said, and it'll go into an altitude hold automatically. Just like if we change our altitude again, which we're going to do anyway since we're getting closer to the airport, you can do flight level change. I always personally do vertical speed. You can see altitude hold mode has been disengaged because now we're changing our altitude. And once we reach 2,000, altitude hold mode will re-engage. That is what ALTS is. And that's the difference between the three options there. Is that FMJ in the A400? Nice. Oh, looks great with the sun. Nice. I think I'm gonna upgrade from Deluxe to Premium Deluxe. Nice, monorific. Oh, I know, Simon. I know where the airport's at. It's all good. Roll Tide. We'll do one more stint. I don't think we're gonna go through all of New Zealand like I was planning on, because it's taking a bit longer than I was preparing for. But see, now we're back into an altitude hold because we've reached our altitude of 2,000 that we set the autopilot to get to.
300.
Getting my first flight sim tomorrow. Very nice, Kendall. Very nice. That's awesome. You're going to have a blast with it. Again, like I always tell every new player, take your time with it. Don't rush into it. Because if you rush through everything, it'll be a frustrating experience just because every plane's going to be different. So just take your time, enjoy the experience, and everything else experience-wise will just kind of pop in as you keep playing the sim. And it is, Paul. It is. But yeah, roll tide if you want to join us. We are heading to November Zulu Golf Tango NZGT in New Zealand. That is the airport we're at. Make sure in US West servers and set to all players and flight conditions. So we're going to break out of autopilot here. Oops, I wasn't trying to... Hang on. We're fine. I got my gyroscope on. And yeah, Red Guru, if you want to see more autopilot stuff, we did a whole stream over that, 4 hours worth, diving into quite a few different avionics systems and their autopilots, as well as ILS approaches. Oh, is that actually the runway? Oh my, it's really a remote one, huh? That reflection of the mountains in the water is so cool. It is. It looks nice. I mean, it's just FLC, which is flight level flight level control. Flight level change, goodness, I don't know, that's why I knew I was saying it wrong. Flight level change, it's just a mode that's there for... Oh, multiplayer frame rate. So yeah, flight level change is there to maintain your speed and everything like that. But if you're paying attention to it, vertical speed is a great option as well. I don't know, I've never liked flight level change. Personally. I've always been a vertical speed kind of person, because the only thing with vertical speed is you're maintaining your own speed. So if you're descending, you want to make sure you bring that power back on your own. That way you're not going to overspeed the aircraft. And then, of course, the opposite, when you're climbing, you want to make sure you have enough speed and not too much of a climb at a risk of stalling out the aircraft. So, I was about to say, I was still in pushback mode. That's why we were going so slow. I think I'm still in pushback mode. What is happening? And this is the problem. I keep backing up. Why is this not back? This backs up a lot. I don't know what's happening here. Let's reset this here. It's all because I was still toggled in pushback mode there. And I accidentally set it up in the air. And 516 Diecast, thank you for the 199. As always, thank you. Appreciate all you do. I appreciate you as well. Thanks for stopping by for another stream. Glad you're finding the content entertaining and useful as well. So thank you again, Diecast. That is awesome. You know what, folks? I think we might go a little fighter jet through the mountains of New Zealand. What do we think about that? I think that'll be a perfect way to do... Oh, we'll go in the A-10, because I don't really like the F-18 that much. F-18 acts a bit weird at times. But again, thank you, Diecast, for that. I very much appreciate it. And Mark, perfect. Is there... Okay, hang on, let me catch up with everything here. Can you buy all the aircraft? From the other editions, not all of them are in the marketplace, no, if that's what we're talking about. And Kyle, is there a bind you can set on console with the controller that lets you auto-set the barometer like the comma does on keyboard? Honestly, I mean, I'm sure there's a button for it. It's not something I would set personally, because it's always... At least everything that I fly is right in front of you. But I'm sure there's a... Why am I in new wait. Oh, where did my do not delete button? Oh, what have I done? Oh, it's probably because of the 810, actually. Never mind. I think we're good still. At least I hope so. Yeah, I mean, I'll have to look, because I'm not really seeing anything regarding barometer at the moment. Awesome time to go back to work. I'll catch the entire trip on replay. Keep up the great work. I appreciate it, Diecast. Hopefully the rest of your work shift goes by nice and quick. That video is helpful to learn autopilots and ILS landings. I'm going to keep that video so I refer back to it and learn at that airport. Oh, very nice, Assassin. Glad it was helpful. Again, I'll still go check the Vision Jet touchpad or touchscreen after we're done with this last stint of the flight here. Watching guys on the world map at the moment. Lots of green airplanes on the map. Absolutely, Roll Tide. Because, yep, whenever you are above 18,000 feet, you'll reset, or not reset, but you'll set the barometer to standard. And then that way you're not going to be below your assigned altitude by a few hundred feet. So if you ever run into that issue, that is why your barometer is incorrectly set. Oh my goodness gracious, there's an A400. It's Roll Tide, at least it was. Oh, there's Roll Tide over there now. Nice. I know, Huey. Nice. Love our squadron of F-18, or F-18s, goodness, I don't know. I saw FMJ and just, I don't know. Anyways. Oh, you're good, Harshal. You guys can go. No worries. Don't worry, I'm not one of those people that get upset when there's planes in front of me or anything like that. I don't even know if this runway's long enough here. Guess we're gonna find out. Hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. There we go. Yeah, let's fly together. Let's take off together. I love it. Oh, plenty of runway here. Beautiful Harshal, I love it. Hopefully I have one behind us too. Oh, a little bit behind, but that's fine. Nice. That looked awesome. Yeah, I mean, there's issues with the FLC mode too on some planes where it'll go over the top on a climb, and it is why I prefer. I mean, I just like vertical speed anyways, because then I'm just interacting with the cockpit more. And anything that makes me do some, even if it's extra steps, I don't care about that. I enjoy the fact that, because it just, to me, it makes it more practice on the navigation side of your cockpit, if that makes sense. It's kind of how I look at doing those extra steps. Oh, this looks so good. Look at the water through here. Nice. Any frame, fun flight, good seeing all the A-10s. See y'all later, same for me. Time to go back to work. I landed at November Zulu Mike Charlie. Nice, well thanks for stopping by. Had a blast flying with you, and hopefully the rest of your shift goes by nice and quick. That sounded nice, Kiwi Flyer, I love it. Dual takeoff, so awesome. I agree. Pretty much stocky. I always love that random meme of the factory worker where it's popping out washing machines or General Electric stuff, and then all of a sudden, I guess we're making guns now. This is so funny. All right, Harshal. Show off. Uh-oh. I think I know what you're trying to do here. I'll gain some altitude here. Uh-oh. Alright, let me make sure I'm not going to slam into a mountain here while watching this. Oh, this looks awesome. Going over a glacier! Harshal? Oh, there's Harshal. I was worried for a second. I was like, oh no, what's happening? That is the Tasman Glacier you're flying over. Nice. Well, I love it. Looks incredible. I can't wait to hear the XB1 when I'm flying it myself. At least it sounds awesome in multiplayer. hate the Airbuses, don't like flying them, not there yet, and knowing how to work the buttons on the plane. Are you talking about autopilot and stuff like that? Because again, we did go over the A320 and its autopilot systems. Oh, look at that reveal. Oh, that's why I love flying over mountains in this sim. You don't know what you're going to see over the next peak, and it's awesome.
Pull up, pull up, pull up.
We're fine. We're fine, Betty. If you did the A10 one, I don't know if you did the A10 or not.
Pull up, pull up.
Yeah, that's definitely Betty. Have to go. Good continuation and Happy New Year in advance to everyone. Well, thanks, Stocky. Was happy to see you flying around with us. Glad you enjoyed, and enjoy the rest of your morning, day, or evening. Or afternoon. And Red Guru, yes, I do have all that stuff on regarding crashes and whatnot. Malfunctions. Got this on PS5, amazing game. Very nice. Ask Jeeves. Glad you're enjoying the sim. It is awesome. And Bree, hello! Welcome. Got to land on a glacier on an actual flight in Denali in 2019. Oh, that's awesome. I'm sure that was an amazing experience right there. Oh, that's not good. That's okay. Sorry, plane. I'm not gonna do that anymore. I was trying to look. Oh no. Uh-oh. All right, hold on. We're fine. Everything is under control.
Pull up, pull up.
Nice. I love how everybody's breaking up here. It looks really cool. They did great. I don't know who did the audio. I don't know if it was Echo 19 with Flight FX, but whoever did it with Flight FX did an amazing job capturing that XB1. You'll just be clicking on that screen where the flight plan's at, on the middle screen on the PC-12, and then that's how you can delete that. Because you should just need to click on the discontinuity. I always hate saying that word. But you click on that, and then you should be able to remove from that list from there.
Pull up, pull up.
I have all licenses so far except for scoop endorsement and helicopters. Nice. Made some good progress through career mode then. I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. And Dev, good evening. On lunch break for a bit now, joining the stream. What's up? I hope you're doing well. Doing fantastic, Dev. Hopefully you're having a fantastic lunch. I like the Cessnas and Vision Jet for career work. I like the airports I land on. Nice. Again, like I was talking about, if you're going to like the PC-24 and everything, I highly recommend going for the airports with the green icons. Because in that way you're not running into airports with no lights, or too short of runways. Well, this opens up nicely right here. Alright, I think I caught up with everybody. Perfect. I'm gonna go eat really fast. If you're still alive, I will join back. I'm hoping I'm still alive by the time you come back, Chungus. Now, if I'm gonna be live, I don't know. But enjoy the food. Nice, Simon. One landing away from getting my cargo license. Any tips how to progress career quickly? And if you're really wanting to rush through it, you can always use sim rate. And then go into like cargo missions and make a good amount of money that, or charter flights, especially the VIP flights. So if you're really wanting to go through it really quick, sim rate is going to be your main option for that. I don't personally use sim rate just for the fact that I'm not in too much of a rush to get through everything. Ooh, my audio's getting a little static here. Ooh, I hear it a lot. I don't hear it inside though. It's so much jets! Oh my, that looks nice. Oh, hello. Oh, that didn't look good. Are you still alive down there? Oh no, Harsh. I was about to say, like, that did not look like it was recoverable right there. It sure does, Kendall. I love the performance. It's amazing. Even with all the multiplayer players, which it seems like they've made some great improvements to that, because on PC and Xbox for the longest time we were running into issues with when there was anybody, even one person next to you, it would cause a lot of chaos. I mean, it still happens, especially at airports, if everybody's in one area, but it's way better than it was before. A man named Jed. We are currently going for a nice leisurely stroll through the mountains of New Zealand, and the closest airport that I can refer you to is... I honestly don't... I mean, we're well east of NZCH, November Zulu Charlie Hotel. So we're in the mountains there. Shouldn't be too hard to find us. It's a big grouping of folks flying with us today. So just look for all the green dots. Oh, this is a shot right here. How do you fly with everyone else? This is just free flight. You just have to make sure you're on US West servers and flight conditions set to all players, and that's it. You hop in and you fly with everybody else. No invites or anything. Just go to the map and you will see everybody else. I gotta meet up with Roll Tide's A400 here. Just keep going straight. audio's breaking because of all the fighter jets here. But just imagine doing this in VR. It's going to be so awesome. Because it's not going to just be a random little VR mode separate. Everything's going to be supported in VR, so if you want to fly free flight and multiplayer with friends, you can be in VR as well without having to be in a separate mode for it. Oh, gotcha, Harshal. Gotcha. Alright, A-10s, let's meet up with the A400 here. See if we got a cool shot or not. And I mean, even if you're not in an A-10, you can catch up. Just hang out over here. And yeah, Dev, doing great. Well, I mean, that's the whole thing I want from the AI pilots in general. I mean, we talked about that in the video from last weekend, but instead of them just going off of whatever time you're spending in career mode, I'd love to see them doing routes fully. You know, like when we go to world map, you can be like, oh, there goes my CJ4 going from this place to that place. You know, that type of stuff. And then, like you said, they can uncover parts of the map as well. If you want to do it quicker, you can always fast travel in the areas you're next to. It's only a few hundred credits. And you can open up the map that way. That's what I did on PC and Xbox. This time around, I'm just going for wherever I'm flying to and opening it up that way. But that is an option for sure. Let me go full power here. Always check your fuel load before taking off. Ask me how I know. And the other thing, too, in career mode is some planes you're going to have to manage what tank it's coming from. There'll be left and right tank only. There won't be both. So, I mean, that's just something else to keep in mind, because you can have fuel, but if you're not switching to the right tank, you can end up stalling out, because then there's no fuel going from the tank that actually has fuel anymore. Nice. Oops, now I'm going too fast here. Oh, this looks awesome. I love it. Man, I can't keep up. I don't know what's with this A400, but sometimes it feels like it's going slow, and other times it feels like it's going Mach 5. About 280 it seems like. Oh, that always looks cool too when everybody's flying off the screen into it. Nice. And when should you start your first company? I mean, honestly, it's really all just dependent on if you're comfortable enough with the 172, because that's, of course, going to be your first aircraft. So, I mean, if you're comfortable with it, then sure. But if you're still not 100% ready to go to maintain your own aircraft, because obviously once you buy your own aircraft and you crash it, you're having to pay for that. Or if you're doing hard landings, you're maintaining the gears and engines, oil, all that type of stuff. So it's really just dependent on your own comfort levels of all that. So if you're ready for it, then go for it. If not, just kind of stick to employee stuff for a little bit more until you're 100% with it. By the way, I don't. During that whole flight, I don't even know what was going on here. I don't know where we went, but it was awesome. Just on the coast now, nice. Well, again, regarding the bigger planes, just go for the airports with the green icons. Those are going to be lit up. They're going to be longer runways. If you go for the brown icons, you're going to run into that issue a lot more. How do you change servers? By going to settings and then online. And then from there, you'll see the server settings there. But yeah, flight seeing is just a useless mission set anyways. Definitely don't do that as your first company. Overspeed on this is 450 knots? Dang. Alright. Get back to the ground here.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
And Ostrich, great stream as always. Are you using default settings in the sim? I don't have quite the same performance on my PS5 Pro. Gets quite laggy with the scenery always loading back in. Any tips? I really don't have any, honestly, because again, everything here is default except for me changing a couple of the buttons on controller. You know, slew mode, drone camera, the zoom. But other than that, everything else is default regarding graphics settings. They're all set to medium. And sensitivity is all default, so I really don't have any specific things I've changed to get the performance and look that I've got going on here. Unfortunately, I'm sorry I can't give you a more definitive answer, Ostrich, but yeah, that's... I've changed nothing.
Altitude, altitude.
I think we're almost out of the mountainous range here.
Altitude,
Be
altitude.
relatively flat over here, so let's go for cool airport over here. Oh, we do. Let's go for November Zulu Whiskey Bravo. That will be our final landing spot of the stream today. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, Jed. Nice. Skid Row Infantry. Couple new names. We got BJ back. Welcome. Oh, and Doobadoo Dude is back as well. Nice. Welcome, everybody. Try to hide from everyone. Go deep into the mountains. Oh, man. I should have done that earlier, but... Oh no! Oh no!
Pull up.
Okay, don't pull that maneuver. Well, that's one way to lose everybody, folks. Just do that looked absolutely horrendous from inside the cockpit. I would not want to see that in person. Oh my. Oh man. Well, that was a successful evasion of everybody. Oh man, alright. So, pro tip in the A10, do not pull that maneuver, or else everything will fall apart rather quickly. We were spinning all over the place. Goodness.
Pull up, pull up.
Ooh. Yeah, the audio is not happy outside at points in the fighters. Yeah, the reason that happened is because I was in gyroscope controls, which I typically aren't for the fighters. I just pulled back on the stick too much, way too fast, and that's what really caused us to just freak the A-10 out. That was definitely my fault on that one. But anyways, making our way over to the airport. With our crew.
Altitude.
But yeah, I thought we would do something with fighters for a little bit, since we hardly ever fly these things. Watching while working from home, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Same to you, Sherwin. Happy to have you here.
Altitude.
Thanks for all the advice, everyone. Need to leave for the evening. Curate myself and the family. Happy New Year to you all. Happy New Year to you. And again, hopefully everybody gets healthy again, Red Guru. Thanks for stopping on by. Oh, Crewman. Hello. That's another new name as well. Nice. NBA's here. Doing a little air show for us in the F-18.
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, looking at chat. You experience any bugs? Had a couple of crashes, no major issues. Absolutely love the game. Haven't touched grass since the beginning of holidays. Nice. I mean, we've run into a few crashes. It's been a lot less than it was before, because, I mean, I can go for hours and hours without anything catastrophically going wrong, which is great to see. But, I mean, there's still some crashing instances that happen from time to time, but nothing that ruins the experience for sure. I wrecked at Heart's been great flying with you. We should stream together. We can do some scenarios with a Schnook. There we go, Mark. There we go. I don't do any collaborations personally on my channel, but we'll definitely be flying some more through the community flights. But glad you joined. Hopefully, I'm glad you had a fun time flying along with us. I wish it'd show the correct plane model types when we're in multiplayer. I mean, yeah, it's something that's still being worked on. Have to go now. All right, Harshal, but it's always fun flying with you and everyone here. Have a great New Year, everyone. You too, Harshal. Thanks for flying with us. Enjoy the rest of your day. Did that at 15,000 feet in the XP, didn't you? I'm sure of that. How did you start learning to fly? I mean, I've been flying in Flight Sim since Centuries of Flight version of Flight Sim back in the early 2000s. And I've just been flying ever since. See, we're creating our own mock loop here. And what's great about that is I don't have to follow the actual one, and then everybody gets mad because I'm not following it. This is the Cowtown mock loop. And if you want to replicate this in the future, you can do it however you wish. And nice blazing. I mean, just go into free flight. Just pop into a simple plane like a 172 or a Piper, and then just explore the world. Just kind of have some fun with it. And then just through those experiences, it'll help you kind of get used to just the basics of things. There's also training and activities. So in the main menu, click on activities. You can do the basics of flight through that. I started on Flight Simulator 95. Nice, pale night. Very nice.
Altitude. Altitude.
Make sure we're still heading in the general... Nope, we're definitely not.
Altitude, altitude.
Is there another airport here on the coast? Oh, there... Oh, shoot. Okay, we're going to do that then. Let's go to NZNS. November Zulu, November Sierra. We'll just head there. Because I think we did that airport before. Because I remember flying over these little islands. So yeah, we'll just do that. Lunch is over now. We'll catch the rest of the stream after work. Enjoy the rest of your day and flying, guys. Same to you, Dev. Hopefully the rest of your shift goes by nice and quick. Ooh. Oh, is that a mine? No, it doesn't look like it. That's awesome. Some volcanic remnants, maybe? Yeah, that'll work out perfectly. Do I have a private pilot license in real life? No. Barrel roll. Just felt like a barrel roll type place right here, you know? Appreciate it, Dev. Let's see what we got over the peak. Nice. Paul and Skid Row in a C-17 and an Albatross. Nice. I always want to say Albatross, but it isn't Albatross. Oh, okay. So maybe it was a mine then, or something. Are we good, by the way? Uh-oh, what's happening? Uh-huh. Let's go ahead and solve that issue. Oh yeah, this isn't on. Hopefully it starts up fast. I need you to boot up a little faster, please. I don't think this is booting up. Oh, I see some... Okay, maybe it is. Well, in case we need to do an emergency landing here. Oh, we're good. I have an engine. I don't have both, but I have one. We can limp home. There we go. Now we have our. Now we're back. It's fine. Oh, I'm too far to the left here. Have I thought about getting one? Not really, no. It was a lot cheaper of an adventure flying here. I flew a real plane once, did a mock dogfight in the Marsharetti, and my instructor pilot was Alexander Zuyev, in a MiG-29 pilot who stole his jet and defected to the U.S. Weird story experience. Well, there we go. Very nice. Callum, do I know me? Do I know you? Or do I know me? But yes, I remember that name. It's been a little bit since I've said it. I think Womble's at the airport. Yeah, Womble is at the airport. Me and fighters and landing do not go hand in hand here, so... Similar to the biplane, don't expect a good landing with this. And yes, bridges, unfortunately that's just a thing with cursor mode. A thing that I've wanted removed since release. And hopefully one day we'll get that, because it's the most obnoxious thing. Because it's there to help out, so when you're using the cursor, you know, to deal with it. I mean, that's why another reason I love flying with gyroscope is that doesn't happen. So you don't actually have that occur with gyroscope mode engaged. The only way to get around it right now is if you want to use a mouse, you can use that and then not deal with it. But unfortunately at this point there's no way of turning that off. Oh, I'm to the... I was like, where's the runway at? No wonder we're to the side here. Got some lovely photogrammic imagery here. I do not play Firefighter Simulator Ignite. No. I do not. You know what? I'm happy with that, honestly. I keep saying it's going to be a crap landing, and then it turns out to not be too bad. By the way, I love the spoilers on this. Alright, let's see everybody else's landing here. Oh, this is an AI 737. I can just tell you right now, crossplay is going to be a not soon thing. A little hop and a skip for BJ and the A10. Oh, we got Diot in an A320 and then Roll Tide in the A400. This Airbus looks like he's coming in fast. Alright, that was not what I was expecting for that landing, but very nice. Oh, very nice Roll Tide. An FMJ in an A330? What am I looking at? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. You know? Just wanted to wash off the wheels really quick. Very nice. Jaden coming in hot. Oh, and bailed out. Kiwi Flyer. In a Bonanza. Great try. I love the Bonanza. I landed the wrong airport. Oh, good, Simon. I mean, you could have gone to the one I was originally going for, but then I realized this was over here. On the water. Oh, did you hear the birds chirping? That was cool. Nice flames on the Beechcraft there. Paul and the Albatross. Oh. I'm sorry. What just... There was a magic trick. We saw the Embraer and then we left it and it was... The Beechcraft was gone. Very nice infantry. Who? Was that you, Paul? No. Who was in the... What kind of nonsense did I just witness right there? I was so excited to see that. Alright, I think that is everybody here. Nice. Subway, you need to work on the 747 draw distance. That thing is really low on that. Very good. Jammed in here with a bunch of airliners. Oh, I didn't mean to pause this. Hang on, there we go. Well, alright everybody, thank you again for joining. I hope you enjoyed another community flight as we made our way through parts of New Zealand. Awesome. I forgot reverse thrust and I'm like 1,000 yards past the end of the run. Very nice. Very nice indeed. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for stopping on by. We're going to dive into career mode really quick, but I just want to say a big thank you to everybody for the lovely support. Glad you guys enjoyed the flight. Where did this A10 come from? There's a helicopter A10 variation coming on in. But yeah, really hope you guys ended up enjoying this. It's always a blast, especially seeing so many of you join up. It's always awesome. So very much appreciate the support. I'll let everybody kind of wander on over here. Who's A10? Is this yours, Jaden? No, you had the helicopter A10, which is over there, but... Oh no, that's... What am I mean, a part of me will miss this nonsense with the model matching. You know, I mean, who doesn't want to see a helicopter A-10? You know? But awesome. So let me go see the Vision Jet really quick and What is happening? Oh, and it's gone. Alright, folks. Thanks again for joining. Not sure what our next... Oh, that's a happy A-10 right there. Not sure what our next community flight's going to be just yet. All I know is I'm looking forward to the start of the new year so we can start getting into some beta builds for Sim Update 5 and just getting those things rolling. So, awesome. Thanks again for joining, everybody. So let me go check out the Vision Jet here in career mode. See if we run in... What was it again? It was just the touchscreens weren't working for fuel initialization. Oh, there's still some people behind. Oh, I see a Mark and Audi. Oh, wait, no, they all left. I know Harshal left. I think Mark left as well. So I think those are just not really there. But very cool. Am I still first in all the Challenge League? Or yeah, there we go. All right, perfect. Gotta get our diamond rank for the first time on the PlayStation. So... career. Let me just buy a Vision Jet really quick. Or here, no, I'm not gonna buy one. I'll just go into an employee mission and see. Take a quick little look at this. Cirrus Vision Jet missions, please. There we go. The handy-dandy filters are always fantastic, especially when it gets to you having so many different planes and you're wanting to just find your specific flight or plane that you're wanting to do a mission in. Always helpful. And Womble, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Well, I know the Vision Jet's fine in free flight because we've done that quite a few times with the touchscreen. Because, I mean, if you're just trying to use it without opening cursor mode, that'll be the main reason why that's not doing it. Because some of them just act a bit weird. I think that King Air is another one that's like that. I just bit my tongue trying to say that. Great.
It's Laura, the maintenance manager. Thanks for taking care of this very...
Because, yeah, if you're just trying to do it without this, it's not going to do anything at all. You need to click on this, initial fuel, fob sync, confirm, back it on up, initialization's done, accept initialization. Then you're going to go into your flight plans, procedures, charts, TAWS, systems test, okay. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, again, you're not able to click, like, you know, on buttons like this. With touchscreens, you need to open up the cursor mode in order to do that. And that's R1, left click on the stick. And that is how you can interact with the touchscreen. And that goes for any plane. I mean, if the touchscreen isn't working by just looking at it like you do with the buttons, you'll need to have cursor mode activated. So there's that. And then free flight. Same for here. Go into toggle mode. and all of it works as intended. Oops. So there you go. That is that. Very, very nice. But yeah, again, here, I just want to do a quick thing with the PC-12, because I know Pale Knight was asking about that regarding getting rid of discontinuities. PC-12... We'll just be on the runway for this. I'm just going to set up a quick flight plan real quick. Set his departure, set his arrival, blah, 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 blah. Well, actually, no, hang on. Let me do that. Hang on. Reset the flight plan. Let me just do this real quick. Do that to KPub. Find a route. Boom. Send that to our avionics. Oh, also send that to our ATC so we actually have it on here. Perfect. Start the flight. I got you, Mark. It's all good. We're going to be wrapping up here anyways. Our company's not available on career mode for PS5 yet. Oh, yes, of course. You just need to get to a certain level and a certain amount of cash in order for it to unlock. Because it won't unlock until you have enough money for your first aircraft. So you can see here we have the discontinuity. Go into cursor mode, click on that. At least you're supposed to. Hang on. This was acting a bit weird yesterday too, or the autopilot stream we were trying to do. Oh, hang on. I think I remember. There we go. Let's see if that works now. Because this touchscreen isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's kind of like what the EFB does, where you have to kind of mess with it a little bit. There we go. Oh, shoot. I mean, oh, crap. Hang on. Cancel that. So if this doesn't open up, because it's supposed to... I don't know why this is so weird. Hold X and then move the touchscreen around. Now it doesn't want to do it after... Oh. First of all, it's definitely glitched because it's not supposed to be this convoluted. There we go. We finally clicked on it randomly. Once you finally do that, then you can delete the waypoint and it'll move on to the next thing. And then you click accept and then it goes there. Shouldn't be that convoluted. You should just be able to hit X, that menu pop up, delete, and then that. Just something that a sub wasn't even going to come back for and clean up a little bit. Because I think it's just a really weird spot. It wants you to hit the box in for some reason, even though it should be anywhere. It's weird. It only seems like it's clickable when the screen's moving. For some reason, I'm not sure why it's like that. But hopefully that makes sense. Again, it shouldn't be that difficult to open up that menu. Should just be a click and then that's it. But yeah, it only seems to work when the screen's moving for some reason. Odd. So here, let me do it one more time so you can see it. Thanks, Cowtown. Your knowledge about this game is unmatched. I appreciate it, Matt. I mean, I've spent a lot of time in a lot of these different planes. So yeah, here, hang on, let me do this one more time. Again, for some reason, you need the screen moving in order for it to pop up with it. And then delete waypoint. And then activate. And now your plane's ready to go for your first actual waypoint. So there we go. Just thought I'd showcase that, because I know Pale Knight was asking about it. Same goes for the PC-24. It's the same instrument panel there. So you'd be doing the same thing to get rid of it on that aircraft as well. Happy New Year when you get to it, everyone. Absolutely, FMJ, same to you. But cool, there we go. Another fantastic flight sim stream on the PlayStation 5 Pro. Again, hopefully everybody had a blast, either as a viewer or as a participant flying alongside of us. And that's all I got. So I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.